right, green to red. Oh, where's me? Where's me pick? Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Right. Saturday night cold on. I'll just hang on a second, bear with me. Yeah, I've just literally unhooked this. It's a sort of a double whammy saga of the strings, and yes, it did happen to me. My last video, I lost the use of my hands. It's happened before, where I'm so lazy and I didn't put gloves on. I bet a lot of people thought, oh, I'm having a laugh and having a joke, but when it comes to mountain walking, I'm heading out into the great outdoors, I do not mess about. It's not a subject to joke about. It's serious stuff. And I actually said on that walk about someone that asked me the way directions on the top of Urwyddfa, Snowdon, and he had a t-shirt, pair of shorts, and he had flip-flops. I think I originally said flippers because my face was freezing, my hands had conked out. I think my body had shut off blood circulation to my hands because they just did not work. And he had an umbrella and a carrier bag. I mean, serious stuff. I mean, that happened to me just, you know, it happened, it comes on so quick, I tell you. You do not realise, you think, oh, it's a bit of a breeze and a bit of rain, and but wind chill, that's the killer. Wind chill. As I explained in the video, if you've got dry skin, if it's not raining, you know, the wind on your bare skin is bad enough, but if your skin is wet, it's double trouble. And that's what happened to me, and I literally lost the use of my hands for about 3 or 4 hours. But as you can see, back again. And this, it sounds even better before I tuned it a few days ago. That sounded, doesn't sound like a new set of strings. Oh, obviously basically, but so what's going on with these strings? This is the saga of the strings, by the way. It's been going on now for years. Well, these strings are years old. They must be about a couple of years old. I'm thinking back now, they're just not wearing out. Obviously they're not sounding like a new set. But what I've been playing recently is Graffiti on the Train. So I don't know when they're actually going to be unable to tune them. Like I say, I've just tuned them to do my last saga update. Was it a couple of days ago, I think? And I put it on the hook, and I've not tuned them. You're supposed to really, every time you go to play your, and especially an acoustic, is to tune them. But I haven't bothered with this, and they sound okay. So what is going on? So yeah, and I actually, like I say, my hands literally did pack in, but you know, the type of walks that I do, as explained, and as you would know if you're a regular, they're not just country lanes going down through fields and, you know, country lanes and stuff. I tend to, you know, do not so much extreme. I have done extreme walks and that, but mountains, you know, high altitude, long distance, and in extreme weather, you know, or the weather can start off okay and then turn extreme. And I've adopted my filming technique. I've adopted that for years now. I used to set up tripods and put a bit of background music and stuff like that, and edit. You know, it can be cut that bit. 99.9% of my mountain walking videos and my extreme videos and are not edited. I don't edit them at all. What you see is what I filmed, and I think it reflects, you know, the actual situation, the environment, the altitude, the weather. I don't edit the video at all. I just film it with the GoPro, you know, put it onto the what do I use, Movie Maker and all that, and I don't edit it. So what you see is what you get. I don't cut bits out, I don't add bits and nothing like that. And I think that reflects, and I've adopted that now for years. I've done that technique of filming for years now, and don't put background music and don't use a tripod. Not all my videos. Some videos I will do that, but a lot of, especially when I go into the mountains, I won't use a tripod. Nothing like that at all. But I think it reflects the situation, the danger as well. I can't get over these strings. To it. Or even slow down. Build up to it. Amazing, these strings. So yeah, that's the latest. My hands literally did pack in, and it's not the first time it's happened. And my face started freezing up, but my face on one of my videos was on the Glidders And this guy, I was on the cantilever, and this guy come out of nowhere, out of the mist. It's on the channel if you want to see it. And it was like ice. It wasn't snow, it was thick ice, very difficult conditions. And he was lost. He just came out of nowhere, and he didn't know where the hell he was. Is this Glidervaar? I says, yeah. Oh, and he says, where's Bristly Ridge? And I said, well, it's that way. All right, thanks. He goes, and off he wandered. Whether he's still alive, I don't know. He didn't have a hat on, nothing. He just had like a bit of a fleece jacket, and he wasn't dressed as you would for them conditions, put it that way. And I was thinking bloody hell, you know, did he make it, like? So, and I did a piece to camera saying, and you want to hear me trying to talk, and it was just, oh, your cantilever, and this guy came, and my face was frozen solid. But I think I actually had gloves on at that time, like, but my face, I could hardly speak. It was that cold. What the hell he was doing up there, I don't know, but I just hope that he did make it. And Bristly Ridge, if you know, there's a few other ways. If he wanted to get back down into the Oggy side, that's not the way to do it. So I just hope that he made it, but that's going back years now. But yeah, recently, like I say, just on the Cludians, surprising. People don't realise mountain weather can change like that. First 3/4 of the walk was great. The sun, a bit of wind, the sun, and that, and then the last quarter of the walk, the weather closed in. You know, you'll see the video if you've not seen the full video. Check out. I lost the use of my hands, that vlog, which I show a bit of a clip. But I did literally, my hands just packed in. I just didn't. To get into to open the door of the car, I couldn't hold a key and turn it like that. Just couldn't do it. Couldn't even just hold the key. It was like that. My hands were just like that. It's difficult to explain, really, but I just did not have any use. My hands just packed in. I think my body felt, you know, my hands were so cold, it just started shutting off the blood supply to my hands. Like it's first, well, hypothermia and frostbite. That's why the extremities, they call them, which is your toes and your fingers. Your body just shuts off blood supply to keep your core warm, and that's why your fingers drop off, because there's no blood going into them, and they just freeze up, and the cells in your fingers and your toes die. They go black, and your toes and your fingers drop off. And that's what was the beginning. That's the first stages that was happening to me, because my hands just, there's no blood coming into my hands. So yeah, but it's happened before, and it'll probably happen again. I'm just, I should, if I'd put gloves on, you know, I'd have been okay. Like, but I didn't. You know, it was the combination of the wind and the rain. That's the killer, is the wind. Wind is an absolute killer. You know, you can be out in the outdoors and it can be raining, but you could be quite warm, you can survive. But the wind, if you get the wind, especially the wind and the rain, that's what sees you off. That's the killer. So right, so yeah, so anyway, it's the saga of the strings. And they're sounding pretty good. As I said, I have not tuned them. Right, I'm going. And I'll see you, well, my next video now will be Sunday 8 AM, and then the one after that will be Sunday roast. So I'll see you then.